Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. And as I've said many times, I hope this game is going to be the most boring game ever. I hope that nothing interesting happens at all. So, first things first, just clearing some more land here. And then I'll pick up wherever the bucket happens to be. And probably just get our first seeds in the ground. And that'll be just the four principal things to farm: the potatoes, beetroot, carrots, and wheat, assuming that I can even find all of them here. I don't know if all of the seeds are going to be available. But rather than bother with the leaves, we're just going to deprive them of the wood support, and the saplings should just fall down around them. And then here in a moment, I'm gonna make my autosmelter and just do the basic stuff of what I consider to be like my early mid-game of play. Phase 1 is getting enough iron to get your tools and stuff, and then phase 2 is trying to make the world a little more regular around you. Because obviously, once I get iron, I either am going to have to go all the way and get diamonds, or find a way to be happy with what I have here. And I think what we're probably going to do is just mess around here for a bit, try to do what we were doing in the past long-standing hardcore world, not the very last one, but the one before that. And tech up. But first, we'll want to make the auto smelter, so first I'll just need some planks for a couple of chests. I'll need even more chests than that, because you need one for each hopper. And the iron's here. The iron's here. So, the way to build these things is as follows. Chest on the ground, we'll just do it like right here so that we don't have to build up in a second. Crouch, hopper. Can I? No, I wouldn't be able to build it from on top of me. But, and then, so you get the furnace, crouch to place it on top of it. The directional doesn't matter. I'm going to place 2 more furnaces here because I'm an idiot. And now an auto smelter. And I think if I make 1 more hopper, that would be good, because then I can feed in fuel from the side. But between then and now, we're just going to go ahead and get to smelting. Not the dark oak logs, because I don't have tons of those, and I like dark oak a lot. But the oak logs, which I have no particular fondness for, we will throw into the furnace. And these other furnaces we don't really need. Alright, do we have any raw food? Well, it wouldn't be there, would it? No, it would not. It would be in the boat, and I don't remember where I left the boat. Because I would have... Oh yeah, I would have left it over on the other coastline. You know, that was too many clapping sounds. I should have changed that song. I hope that the sound volume was low enough to where it wasn't like a totally obnoxious assault on your senses. It was only at the end when I realized it had been going on so long. I don't mean to be mean. It's great that they made it. Good for them. But it wasn't the sort of song I was looking for in that moment, and I should have identified that earlier. So now what do I do? We'll build a house, we'll clear the land, we'll plant crops, we'll talk to this guy, the old cleric, buy a couple of redstone real quick. Can never have too much redstone. And then, yeah, we'll just, we'll pop all these melons because we'll want to grow some melons over there. Oh, well, other things we'll want to do is not run out of tools. Well, rather than go all the way back over there, I think we'll just make a wooden axe. Because I think that melons don't take too long, yeah, to farm anyway, so... Or rather, to break. When we turn the melon slices into seeds, as any person who has eaten melons can attest to, that's exactly what happens, is you turn the slices into seeds at the end. And then we're going to be able to plant a bunch of these and use them eventually. Probably for selling to villagers rather than any other main purpose. Because out of that patch we got, looked like 110 melon slices, so that'll be, I mean, very nice, very nice. But I should just remember that I'm out of inventory space, but I wanted to try and find some more crops, but it looks like we've just got wheat in strange configurations here. Okay, there we go. That'll be, I thought we had a crop that wasn't wheat, but I guess this is just wheat at earlier stages of growing. No carrots and beetroot to be found there, so might need to, travel a little farther and wider in order to get that, because you definitely don't want to be locked into a farm without all of the base crops for a good rotation. And yeah, it looks like it's all just wheat here, but maybe on the other side of the village, because I'm not gonna pretend that I've discovered all of it. I don't think I even went into this house. Oh, this is maybe another cleric stand? Anyway, this whole place, maybe I have been in there. Anyway, the point is that the sun is about to go down, and that's yet another night where we barely tried to accomplish goals. A day, rather. Not a night at all. But we're going to throw those oak logs in and lay down for the night, and ultimately not have any seeds? Oh, that's not true. I will make a couple of melon seeds. There we go. Good Garuda. Best Garuda. And rather than eat the chicken like a monster, we're going to have a couple of nice breads. And go ahead and lay down for the night. Go ahead and pick up our bucket and just get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory to make a little bit room for more. Obviously, we have plans for much of it, but ultimately, if you just get it out of the way, that's often, for me, a little bit better. Because, well, it stops the distraction of needing to manage the inventory properly. And speaking of that, I need to make another iron axe real quick. Because, well, the wooden axe is theoretically functional. Oh, I don't have enough iron for an axe here. Because I built all the hoppers. Right. I don't have enough stone for an axe either. Looks like I'm picking up the wooden axe. And we're going to go back and get our boat with chest and bring it over here just to centralize our equipment, and then go ahead, clear off the hill where we want to build the house and get to that once we get all the stuff in a more centralized location. I thought all villages had more crops than just wheat, but I guess, you know, I don't really know Savannah villages that well, so. Of course, it's just the barest slice of a Savannah village here, too. Here we go. The boat. I knew I would find it. All I had to do was keep on running. And rather than break the boat and realize I can't lift everything, we are going to do the responsible thing and go around the long oceanic route. I guess the pillagers might even have some crops, but I don't know if I want to go and mess with that right now. Because really, the farming wasn't the point. I need to build the house first. It would be nice to be growing things while I'm building the house, I guess. But, you know, you have to choose an order of stuff. And I'm gonna clear the place and build the proper house for me and Garuda first. Do I have any sand on me? No. Well, I'll need to get some just to smelt down, get some glass. It's no happy home without a couple of nice windows, but of course we'll have very close beaches to the house, so it won't be a worry there. I almost wanted to make like a tree house, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, because I could put it up like between those two jungle trees, and that would be, you know, the opposite of building on the hill like I said that I wanted to do, but it would be very cool. And I could do like acacia between them. Maybe. What we are going to do is go ahead and cut a little canal path here, because it's not worth it to go around when I can quite easily do this. And the thing about water is you just gotta remember that a source on two sides of a thing will fill in the sources in the middle. And if you didn't know that in the first place, then you just have to know that. And remembering it won't be useful. And current can be useful for some things, like to trap fish or what have you. But I find that there's a certain pride in the still water of a canal. And that reminds me, fish. Because part of building a house is having friends to share it with. And if your friends are anything like mine, there's nothing they love more than a nice raw salmon being flung into their face. So we'll see how that works out for us. Give Garuda a melon seed real quick. He looked a little hungry. And I think we saw a cat running around here earlier, so we're just going to poke around the village, see if we see a little feline friend, and try to induce them to be our pal, and nobody else's to be our best friend. But let us see. He doesn't have to know that the chicken is really my best friend and he'll never be able to compare. I mean, how rude that would be to tell a nice cat, oh, a big open mineshaft into a big open cave. Yeah, so that oak tree is crazy tall. I'm thinking... So if I build a treehouse like right there, or right here, across, yeah. The classic classical song here in the background. I think we all recognize it. A Wonderful Rendition. My favorite one is when Jack Black plays it and then instructs us to give it up for KG and then to give it up for him. But, you know, you could also give it up for rock or blues. But the most important thing is to rock your socks off. But I would disagree somewhat with the thesis of the song, because I do think it matters if it's good. I think, yeah, we'll build a large treehouse platform about midway up here. And, no, there. That'll be better. Will it? It will. No. The indecision. Wow. You know, this is why I should make choices, not in front of people. Of course, I could have been doing something, but really I couldn't, right? Because, wait, you can... Of course you can. So if you sit, like, very still on the vine, you can climb it? No. Apparently I just imagined it. But you can climb the vine up the side of the tree, which is good. Alright, so... now that we've identified our goal, we're going to get rid of this tree because it'll be a little bit in the way. Oh no, we can't do that. This is an agonizing amount of time to get a chunk. We can't be working with wooden tools. I don't want to live that way. So we're going to go ahead and get enough stone for a pickaxe real quick. Much better. And rather than chopping down some trees, you know, I do have raw materials over here. And I left the boat, so I haven't, you know, gotten all of my stuff together yet. And I think in the boat we should have another piece of iron, but I might have used all of it because it takes 5 per hopper, I think. So 10. But, yep, no more, well, we've got a golden axe, though. Not terribly important. We are going to go ahead and make another bed, because that is what a smart person would do. And yeah, I guess we'll just make a couple of stone axes for whatever our axe needs are. Sticks are what I would need to make. And of course, before too long, it'll be sunset again. But do I really not have any seeds? I must have forgotten a chest somewhere. The one on the beach over there. Anyway, I've got plenty of melons, so I'm fine on the seed front relatively. But I, of course, can't grow wheat without wheat seeds, so... we'll just walk in here, sorry, and lay down for the night, and, well, that'll be that. Another seed of the morning? No, not yet. He's still stuffed from the previous seeding. Well, I guess at the least I can grow potatoes, but I mean, I might as well. There's no point in having anything going on and not growing it, right? So, if you say out loud that you don't have a shield in your offhand, then if you start a fight with an Enderman, you'll be okay. The eggs don't break until they hit the ground, or maybe they don't break at all. So, in conclusion, time to get some slabs. Do we go with dark oak or get acacia for the nice orange hue? Yeah, I think that's the contrast we're going to go for. So we are going to want to go get some acacia wood. That'll be, we could do the slabs for the base, but do we want to do the sides? In which case the base would be nice and like birch. The only real problem is how do we get there? But I can build like a ladder or a waterfall sort of system, and we'll just build like a platform that accesses it from the side, also with wall sort of structure to make sure that our enemies don't get in. So if I do a birch sides, but then the roof, we might just do like a flat, almost entirely unsloped roof because it's going to have the actual tree canopy above us and sort of have like the vines falling down. And then yeah, I'll probably do like a waterfall for access for me typically, but then have a side point, for visitors. Or obviously to get Garuda inside in the first place. 29 acacia. No, I think I need to go a little bit harder on the collection. Of course, you get 4 planks out of each of them, but I don't want to have to run back over here for more wood. Alright, well, I also don't want to waste a bunch of resources when I see them. Peering a little bit into the distance. Feels a little sketchy. I don't have torches on me, do I? No, I do not. But this brown sheep has fallen on hard times. I don't feel at all responsible for my role in that. Like, wait, no, the cooked chicken, that was what I was trying to get through. So, I've got a couple of handfuls of emeralds, which means I've got a couple handfuls of redstone. I might just make a chicken farm setup too, and then yeah, start getting more villagers. Just right now getting some wheat seeds, although obviously there's wheat in the town as well. And popping some passive mobs, just collecting food. The mushrooms we don't need because I don't think anybody sells them, and mushroom soup stew doesn't stack, which is pretty bad. But anyway, your regularly scheduled programming of breaking logs in order to access the beautiful orange-colored wood beneath will now recommence. And now I'm going to get the very last one due to an obnoxious personal habit of not building up. I'm just going to jump instead and let everybody else witness what an annoying person I am. But it's alright. I hope that you'll forgive me, and if you don't, I hope that I don't care. Because really, that's what's important in life. Either being happy about what's happened or realizing that it's okay regardless. Because either one of those could have occurred. It's easy to imagine a separate world where I'm a much more focused individual, but I don't love planting wheat as much, and that would be sad in its own way. There's this band Tally Hall They had a heyday, I don't know, like 10 years ago. One of the guys made the Shia LaBeouf live song, if you're familiar with that bit of amazing internet lore. If you're not, I recommend checking it out. But they have a song on their Good and Evil album, and now I can't even remember what it's called. I think it's called The One Who You Are, but the line in the chorus is, maybe there's something to being the one who you are. And I really like that. Okay, here's where the seeds are. Like, I was like, I have so much more stuff. Where's all my swag? Where are all the iron nuggets? Here they are. You know, I believed it was there. And right now, we just want to get this raw food so we can go over and run and get it cooked. But not the raw salmon. I don't believe the cats like stuff. I don't know what bottles of enchanting do, but I'm going to use one and see if I can figure it out. I don't have anything to enchant right now, so... well, we've got the shield in the offhand, so maybe it will, like, put a random enchant on something that you're wearing, but we'll see. Oh. Never mind. I threw it and experience came out. Let's try that again. Alright, yep, so... Never mind. That's what a bottle of enchanting does, or a bottle O enchanting, sorry. It's a soft F. The bottle O enchanting, I don't want to be culturally insensitive to any enchanting bottles out there, and, you know, annoy their Irish roots, if indeed they have them. So, that's just apparently what that does. We're going to make a lot of planks, and I need birch slabs, but I think I burned all the birch. I think I burned all the birch. We're going to check over here, though. But the good thing is that now we've got an absolute truckload of charcoal, which lends itself into a moderate truckload of torches. And I was going to keep on doing the bit, and then I realized that I wasn't sure if it was funny, by which I meant I was sure that it wasn't funny, so I decided to not go on with other amounts of other things that I was going to cook up. But I didn't abandon the plan so much that I didn't talk about it, clearly. Alright, there's our birch logs. I thought I didn't burn them. But when you can't find something in Minecraft and you're me, you start believing pretty soon that maybe you were the guilty party. Alright, there we go. Oof. Why am I so bad at crafting? Because it cycles through my stuff? Alright, so we'll just... When you have different kinds of wood, it really obnoxiously... Because I select the birch one, right? Okay, I just keep on clicking that side of it. That's the key. And then I will now go and try to build a little house. I need to get 14 sand. That's enough for glass, so... Time to make our way to the jungle trees and ultimately decide which one of the trees we're going to build a treehouse in. So here to here is solid, and we don't have to like worry too much about surrounding lands, and importantly, we'll climb up, but so from here, you can like get all of this view, but we're not missing anything of the jungle and the dark forest. But I think if we go further in that direction, it'll be like a little bit more. Of course, we could go all the way over there, be built in the jungle proper, and then be able to have like a much nicer view of both of those areas. But is it coming on nighttime already again? Jeez. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. I I don't need to go too much taller than that, and I really didn't need to do that. I don't know how I would have reacted. I might have said oh no a couple more times. It's hard to say. But I'm glad that worked out, and oh, I don't know how much more my heart can take. I think I'm gonna call it for this video. Oh man. You know, you what? I'm just thinking, like, what if this jerk had, like, gotten Garuda lost? This makes it much more clear that we can't really spend another night in this hick town. These guys don't know what they're doing. They almost ruined everything. Oh, man. He would have wished I fell out of a tree if something bad had happened to Garuda because he had to come in here and take my freaking bed. Here you go, buddy. I'm sorry this guy's in here. We're gonna get rid of him in the morning. Do not approve. Garuda, you stay. You, sir, may go. Don't you look at me with your beady green eyes. Get out of my house. No. No. Alright, Garuda. I'm sorry about all that. Some people will just, like, move in and think they own the place. That's just, like, outrageous behavior. Garuda, get back inside. Come on, buddy. I can't wait until we have a safer place and people are not acting a fool here. We need to put a proper gate up because it might be a couple more days before we get a house. So before we end the video, we're going to end this ridiculous behavior right now before it gets any worse. And I really should have done this a couple days ago just for security's sake, to make it a better and safer environment for my beloved Garuda. We don't want anybody to be breaking in, and that gate should keep them doing it. I don't think villagers operate gates, although they clearly do operate doors, and lay down in your bed and sleep in your chair and eat your delicious, perfectly, like, temperatured soup, and I don't know, like, probably use your nice bristled hairbrush and your mustache wax. Anyway, I'm describing the harrowing tale of Goldilocks, who invaded a bear's house, treated their possessions very poorly, and then was rude about it. But that's all I've got for you today. Perhaps next time when we return, I'll actually build a house or relate poorly the story of another fanciful children's story. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for not breaking into my house and trying to lay down next to my pets at night. I hope that never happens. Jeez. I don't recommend it. But I do hope that you have enjoyed and that you will come and see me in the next video.